The next Supreme Court justice will serve for decades and could take away your civil and human rights. If you've been following the nomination process, you may feel a little confused by, well, a lot of it. From what we have seen, records from Supreme Court nominee Brett Kavanaugh clearly indicate that he would strip away healthcare from millions, undermine women's reproductive freedom, favor discriminatory voting laws, rule against gun safety, place the president above the law. You fill in the blank. But there are still so many blanks we can't fill in. That's because there are millions of Kavanaugh's records that we haven't seen. Records from his time as a political operative in the Bush White House. What's in those records? Great question. It could be involvement in the Bush administration's attacks on letting people marry who they choose, recommendations Kavanaugh made on President Bush's federal ban on abortion procedure, discussions on the privatization of Social Security. You fill in the blank. If it confuses you how this could possibly be the typical record review process for lifetime appointments, that's because it isn't. Typically, senators from both political parties request all of a nominee's records through the nonpartisan National Archives. The archives produces the records, and the senators would review them prior to the nominee's confirmation hearing, where they have an opportunity to ask about those records. Pretty simple, right? But this time around, Republican senators have changed it up, and it seems they have something to hide. Not only did they move forward with their request without the support of Democrats, but it also excluded 3 years of Kavanaugh's time as a political operative in the Bush White House. The Judiciary Committee has been releasing records, but they've been pre-screened by President Bush's lawyer, who also happens to be Kavanaugh's former deputy during his time in the White House. Now, that doesn't seem transparent. Based on what we already do know, it's clear our civil and human rights are at stake with Kavanaugh's nomination. But who knows what else is in his records? The American people deserve to know, and their senators do too. What are Republicans hiding? We'll never know unless they fill in the blanks.